The following is a presentation of the Flex Radio.
It's the interview sessions.
The interview sessions. In conjunction with the Flex Radio.
The team of Giovanni Jackson and David L. David
bring you the latest in entertainment news.
Featuring exclusive interviews with some of your favorite TV, movie, and sports world figures.
Giovanni and David are what's in.
Keeping you entertained with their chemistry and comical personalities.
The interview sessions.
Tune in weekly as they bring you new episodes you don't want to miss.
Please like, subscribe, and download.
It's the interview sessions. The interview sessions with Giovanni Jackson and David L. David.
Hey, you guys, keep it tuned right here on the Flex, man. Next up, we have actress Anne-Marie Johnson talking about her new project. This is an exclusive right here on the Flex Radio. Keep it tuned right here. We'll be right back.
Yo, what's up? This is your boy Johnny Gill, and that's right. I'm sitting here kicking it with my man, David L. David. Keep it tuned right here. Don't you go nowhere, or we're going to hit you in the head. Right here on the show, The Flex.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is CBD, the legendary Force and D's. You're listening to Giovanni Jackson on Flex Radio.
The Flex.
Just remember,
Radio.
the doors to my heart will always be open to you.
The Flex. Radio. Joe, it is a great day. Once again, this is your man, David L. David, and yes, this is the Flex Radio. And I am here with my lovely co-host. She goes by the name of Giovanni Jackson and the homie Zoe. And we got a special guest tonight, and actually a special co-host, and she goes by the name of Stacy. Giovanni.
Yes. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Flex Radio.
Welcome to the Flex
So
Radio.
excited.
So excited. I love it when Giovanni says that. Every time she says that, I just repeat it. So excited. Yeah. So, Zoe, what up, man?
Not much. Just chilling on this lazy Sunday.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like,
Oh, I know.
yeah, man. Have you been following? Do you follow baseball at all?
I never really followed baseball much. I like to go to them, but I was never able to sit down and watch it on TV.
Yeah. And that's probably that's because you grew up in Flint. There was no baseball team. There was just you had to travel 70 miles to go to Detroit.
Right, to go see the Tigers or
To
something.
see, yeah. But see, me on the other hand, I grew up in New York, right? So soon as I would open my door, right across the street, through the park was Shea Stadium. Now they call it Citi Field, but it was Shea Stadium. So we, and Stacy, you can attest to this. So back in the day, because me and Stacy grew up together in the same neighborhood. So back in the day in Corona, Queens, I would see the players walking by
Corona. Sorry.
on the way to the stage. Yeah. I would see them walking by on the way to the stadium. I would see like the broadcasters walking by sometimes. And we would hear the games and see the lights, from, where we went to school at and lived at, so yeah, so that was pretty excited. So I'm excited because the Mets are in it, and it looks like it may be a Subway Series. It looks like it may be the Mets and the Yankees, hopefully.
Subway Series.
Oh, wow.
Hopefully. Yep. So anyway, what else is going on? Giovanni?
So we have a very special guest on today, Anne-Marie Johnson.
Anne-Marie Johnson. So most of you guys remember Anne-Marie from every movie and TV show out there. Everyone.
Yes.
Heat of the Night, What's Happening Now. I mean, we can go on and on. I'm going to get you, sucker. But now Anne-Marie Johnson is doing. But you know what, Anne-Marie? I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
So,
Well, first of all, there is not going to be a Subway Series.
you know what?
The Dodgers.
Nope.
Come on now. Come on.
What?
Yep.
I'm speaking
know.
Subway series as well as a New
It'll be a
Yorker.
long. It'll be a long ass subway. Because
Right.
we've got subways here too. So we.
As long as the Mets win, I'm good with whoever they beat. I'm good with it.
Go Mets.
We'll know.
Yeah.
We'll get a better idea after 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
Right.
So,
Yep. So we are, listen, you know what? We are in the month of October, man. October is a special month. I love October. I love October because it's my birthday month. Stacy's your birthday month.
oh,
My birthday too. Yes.
Happy belated birthday.
That's right.
Yeah.
Happy belated.
Yes,
belated.
October 3rd.
Yes, and I got engaged in October, so
got
it's super
engaged.
special. Yay!
See, well, I don't know.
Awesome.
I don't know if I think we just hit Anne-Marie with the special like news bulletin because I didn't tell Anne-Marie that you and I were engaged. I didn't tell her we were getting married.
Oh,
okay.
Oh.
What?
But
But she was going to get the invitation, so she would have found out that.
Okay. Wait. Rewind. What?
I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes, we are getting
I know
married.
we keep it professional, Anne-Marie.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
You know, Bow-Legged Lou,
we
we interviewed Bow-Legged Lou from the group Full Force, and we didn't tell him either. So when we posted it on Facebook, he was cursing us out. He said, "Man, what? You guys held
This
that?"
is so sweet. Oh my gosh, have you chosen the date yet?
Yes, I
Yes.
have.
But you're not going to
Nice.
announce it. Don't announce it yet, right? You're just going to
Yeah. I mean,
quiet.
we've
Yeah.
put it out there. I mean, yeah, people. We
Well, I'm
just
not on
just
social
started.
Not the
media, so-
exact date. We haven't. Well, our close family.
Yeah.
But we
well,
haven't
don't.
told the world.
Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to monitor those.
I love it.
Those who
God.
enter. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So, Anne-Marie,
Yeah.
my goodness, you
Yes.
have an independent film
Yeah.
that you
I do.
produced.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. What was that like, that experience? Well, first, what I want to know, is this your first film that you produced?
It is the first film, but not the first project. So
Okay.
the film is called The Addiction of Hope. And I and two other partners produced this independent film. And we self-funded it too, which makes it a bigger gamble.
Nice.
But we knew we didn't want to have to answer to anyone other than ourselves. So it is a full-length independent film. We premiere at the Fort Lauderdale International Film Festival on November the 16th. So we're really excited about that.
Sweet.
And now comes the arduous, adventure of meeting with distributors and sales agents, because that's the way the process is. You make a film. You don't make a film just for yourselves and your buddies and your friends. You make a film for public consumption. And this is when you really have to get your crap together and be professionals and get the movie bought, because it is not just an artistic endeavor, but it is a financial endeavor and a financial risk. That's why so few people do it,
Right.
especially self-funding. But we knew that we have so much faith in the film, and we held one specific screening in LA. The feedback was beyond our dreams, and so we have the type of faith in this film, knowing that it will be seen by the public, but more importantly, it'll be purchased and distributed worldwide. So we're really excited about this film.
Nice.
Wow.
Sounds
how
exciting. Yeah.
That's
I want to go.
Yeah.
I want to go. You said
I
Fort Lauderdale,
know.
right? Fort Lauderdale on.
Yeah, it is the Fort Lauderdale Film Festival on the 16th, which is a Saturday. It's their closing day, which is great. Usually, you hope to get the closing day, and we got the closing day. So we're really excited about that. And especially this is the film that Oh gosh, it features the trials and tribulations of a woman of a particular age who just happens to be African American, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm.
that is not a typical sell in
Mhm.
American cinema purchase. So, but we have so much faith in this film because the topic, you don't have to be black and female over the age of 50 to get it. This is about the the confidence in oneself to take that risk, to change your life, to get out of your, and which during the pandemic a lot of people experienced. They said, you know what, I don't need to do this job. I can find another job. I can create a
Yes.
new career. I can create a new lifestyle. That, not that our film even is about the pandemic, but it is about people risking it all to maybe take a chance to have a better life.
Nice. Okay.
Wow.
Right.
Love that. That
So,
sounds amazing.
and it's nice that it is really about a woman. And listen, when we were shooting the film, we never anticipated that our next president will be a woman of color.
Right.
We never anticipated that. So, but I have a sneaky feeling that once Kamala Harris is elected president, you're going to see a change in media. You're going to see a change in who's getting cast in certain things, because the industry is 10 years behind the public. So
Yeah.
they,
Wow.
they they try to mimic what's going on in the public when they should have been doing it years ago. So you're going to see a sea change in images on the big screen and the small screen. So we're lucky that we're ahead of that.
Nice.
Awesome.
Wow. That's so cool.
Self-funded. Self-funded. So that speaks to your belief in the film. What resonated most with you? I love the title as well. If you could speak about the title.
Well, first of all, I'm biased because my husband wrote the screenplay,
Okay.
and he's an excellent writer, and this is his first time out of as a feature film director. So my faith, it's a very vulnerable role. It's a role that I've never done before. It's a role that will be surprising to people who are familiar with my career. Um, so to do something like that, you have to have faith in the people around you, because it is an uncomfortable role for me. Um, uh, so that's what clicked in my brain. I can keep playing it safe, like I've been doing my whole career, because it's worked.
Mm-hmm.
The roles have worked. I haven't really necessarily been challenged emotionally and psychologically in my roles, because I'm not that type of actor, right? I like feeling comfortable in my skin. And this is the first time where I literally was shaking in my boots.
Wow.
And that's kind of exciting at this stage in my career and at this stage in my life. And so yeah, it was a life and career changing moment for me. And now I see my career in a different light. I think I have a lot more faith in my ability, not just as an actor, but as a business person. And it's never too late to take complete control of your career. And that's since we wrapped and locked the film, that's what I've been doing, taking complete control of my career.
Wow.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Let me ask you this, Emery. About
Yeah.
how long did it take to pull all this together, the filming, all of that?
For us, it was very, very fast. Usually for a film, the minute you from writing the script to getting the funding to casting to shooting to editing to locking the film, all of that could take anywhere between 2 and 5 years.
Wow.
We did it in 10 months.
Wow.
we
Oh,
we
Oh,
10 months.
we wanted
That's
to prove that it could be done. As you know, there's so much waste in the entertainment industry. There, all these decisions made by committee, everyone afraid to pull the trigger on something. I mean, listen, I love the arts, I love television, and I love movie making. but we're not curing cancer. We're not,
Right.
building bridges. We're not
Mhm.
feeding the world. We're it's make believe unless you're doing a documentary. It's make believe. And I think this industry, we find ourselves so precious, so important. We're not. And so my fellow producers and I look at each other, and we've all been in the business so long. We knew where we could cut the fat. We knew where the waste was. We knew that sitting around and waiting for someone to say, do I wear the blue blouse or the green blouse? And, you take a whole day. We knew that was not going to be our set. So that's why we were able to move at a very quick pace, but pay attention to the actual story and not the noise and the waste of time of what type of coffee do you want during your break.
Right. Okay.
Wow, that is amazing.
So that's
I
why we
can't
were
wait to
able to
see
get
it.
through it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. So you're starring in it?
Yes, the movie uh, is about an aging actress. Her name is Joanne Stock, played by yours truly, who is going through it with life. And what was also so refreshing about the screenplay, you know, um, it's not about it's not about this woman feeling unfulfilled because she doesn't have a man or doesn't have a partner in her life.
Mhm.
She's feeling unfulfilled because th- there's an emptiness in her life, and she's forced to um, face it in real time, and she's forced to live outside of herself to help someone else. So that's why that's what really attracted me to this, because usually these films, dramas, independent films, not so much independent films, but very commercialized films, women always have to be finding that man or partner at the end of the rainbow. This has nothing to do with that.
Good. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay, so who else is also in the film?
We've got Erica Alexander, and we
Oh,
have
okay.
Sherry Belafonte, and we have Harley Jane Kozak, and we have Clancy Brown, and we've got Alan Rosenberg. If you put us all together, there is probably a combined 320 years of experience in film and
Wow.
stage and television in our
Right.
cast. So it is a cast of professionals, and
Nice.
Right.
that's also why shooting went so smoothly,
Yeah.
because
Mm-hmm.
we were all seasoned. We did not use a
Mm-hmm.
casting director because between the other producers and myself, we knew enough exceedingly talented people to send them the script and hope that they said yes. So there was no need for a casting director because we knew exactly who we wanted.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Do you think you might take it to Cannes?
We could. This we wrapped the film. The film was completely locked and wrapped August 1st, which meant we missed the deadline for all of
Mm-hmm.
the big movie festivals. So yeah, our plan for 2025 is the Palm Springs Film Festival, Tribeca, Cannes. Unless it's purchased, then
Right.
it's kind of like there's really no
Yes.
need. But yes, without question, we will be submitting to all of the major in Toronto, all of the major purchasing film festivals.
You know,
Nice.
Wow. How
Emery, I'm just so
exciting.
proud of you.
Mhm.
I don't know. I just
Beautiful.
always,
Yeah, producer.
yeah, I brag about you all the time. Oh, that's my buddy. And how's Marty doing? Marty, I know. Yeah, how's my buddy? How's my buddy Marty doing? She likes it when I say
Yeah,
Marty.
well, I mean, you were the first person I reached out to when we knew that we were going to be in Florida. I said, okay, well, actually, this is the first interview I've done about the film now that it's ready to be seen. So how
Wow,
do you like that?
that's
Change
right.
the
Oh,
game.
That's right.
premiere. Yeah. Woo, that's something to celebrate.
Yes.
You have an
Awesome.
exclusive. Yeah, and we're having a distributor screening here in LA on November the 12th, but that's for, distributors and sales agents and stuff like that. But you all are the first, so thank you for allowing me
Thank
the
you.
platform to share.
Wow.
For sure. Yeah, and if we're
Thank
if we're
you.
able, we definitely would like to go out there and support, when you're in Florida.
Oh my gosh, that would be, just let me know if you're able to get out to Florida, or if Fort Lauderdale, let me know. I'll hook you up some, free tickets and enjoy yourself. I mean, it would be nice to, I actually reached out. I don't know, I haven't heard back from them yet, but I actually reached out to the NAACP local branch in Fort Lauderdale, because I think it's really important for women of color to see this film. I mean, listen, the film resonates, doesn't matter about race, but we are so lacking. Women of color over the age of 45 are so lacking in features. Television, we're doing pretty well, but in features, you just don't see us in leads.
Right.
In dramas, you see us in leads as young women. Yeah, Zendaya, all those wonderful young women in the science fiction tentpole Marvel Comics roles. But I kind of want to harken back to the strong, mature female roles of the studio system of the 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s.
Right.
And
Yeah.
we just don't do that
Yeah.
any longer in feature film. So I'm hoping that this will spark interests from other artists and filmmakers to say, wait just a minute, I think I can do this too. We need more independent films.
Yes.
It's a
Yes.
desert. It is a desert out there of content for people who have the disposable income to go to the movies. We have the money to do this. They're just not creating films that kind of wet our whistle. They're just not,
Right.
especially for women. But this film definitely will.
Nice.
Oh, well, I
I'm
I
looking
love how
forward.
confident you are about it too, and I'm sure that it's going to be fantastic. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah.
While I was in London working on a pilot for ABC called Downforce, and it's about it's about Formula One car racing, and
Mhm.
so it takes place in I guess London, because Europe has all those incredible racetracks, right?
Mhm.
So, but while I was getting the opportunity to walk around that beautiful city, it reminded me of how we women of color are everywhere. We are everywhere. I had never seen so many shades of brown and black in my life.
Wow.
Being in London, it was like being in New York, and it just kept. And these were boss women, right? These were women with important jobs and responsibilities, and balancing it all, or trying to balance it all. And it really is hard. It really, really is hard. But I was looking at these women walking these streets with their wonderful determination on their face, and it just reinforced the confidence I have that this film is really going to talk to the heart of what it is to be over the age of 45 and doing the best you can with the pressures that society puts on us. Do you have children or not? Do you regret not having children? Do you regret having children? Do you regret the choices that you made? Are you looking forward to change your life? Are you scared? We're all scared. In fact, that's a line in the movie. We're all scared. We are all scared, especially during this current political climate. I mean, I don't know about you all, but I'm pitting out every morning I wake up and I turn on the news and I'm going, okay, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
Where are we
Right.
going to be? Is there going to be a democracy? Are we going to be able to survive if God forbid, the worst case scenario happens? Are we being over dramatic? No, we're not. We're not. And when I was in London, people were asking me left and right, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Because they're scared crapless too.
Wow.
Wow.
No. Mm-mm.
They knew how to pronounce Kamala.
That says a lot. Wow. I'm just visualizing these women that you were seeing in London, and I just like
Yeah.
my shoulders are just standing up tall. Like
Right?
it's just
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
so many stories that that we can pull from. So the fact that you have one out there, I definitely feel like you definitely there is a market for it, and I know the theaters are gonna once it's in the theaters, people are gonna relate to that because just that line, we're all scared got
We're
me.
all
That
scared.
got
Right.
me.
Yeah, we're all scared.
And
And
it's a true statement. Yeah, it's a true statement. I
it
don't
is
go a day without worrying about something. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's worse than,
right.
Another war breaking out.
growing up. It's like nowadays you just worry about everything. Worry about
Adulting.
yeah. But you know
Adulting.
what? But you know what it is? And it's kind of more than that too, because now, like just in the past week alone, I've lost 3 friends at work. So it's
Oh
like,
wow.
so
Yes.
yeah, it's like,
No.
yeah, and
I'm going through the same thing. Yes.
yeah,
Oh
Hmm.
it's like every time you turn on the
Mm-hmm.
TV, this person is, yeah, it's very scary.
That
Yeah.
is so.
Yes. Hmm.
At church this morning, our pastor was talking about um, how we feel sane in a world that where sanity is a commodity, right? And so it really, for me, it really gave me, it reminded me that my belief in Jesus and my belief in God wraps that protective blanket that I missed having because my parents are no longer alive,
Mm,
right? So it really, for me, nailed the phrase, or what we say, Father God. Because when your parents die, especially if you had good parents, if you were fortunate to have good elders taking care of you, whether it be mom, dad, aunt, great aunt, grandfather, grandmother, whatever the dynamic was. But if you were truly wrapped in love, you could be scared, but you could always run to someone and they could hold and hug you. As adults, that's harder and harder to find.
right, right.
And that's why we all are scared when we wake up in the morning.
So true.
Yes. I
Yes.
mean, we could literally be here today, gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
So super scary.
especially for those of you who are dealing with the deaths of, you know,
Hmm.
there's supposed to be a time and a reason and a season, right? And we go, oh yeah, they had a lovely life if they pass away over the age of 80, let's say. But when we have
Mhm.
friends dying at 50,
Yeah.
dying
Yeah.
at 60,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't
Yes.
make sense.
Nope.
It
Mm.
doesn't
Or even
make
younger.
sense.
Yeah.
Or younger. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense.
I kind of
And
blame it on that vaccine. I don't know why. Every time I think about it, I'm like, is
oh
it? I'm like,
no.
I keep thinking about that. I'm like, after
Mm,
COVID is when so many of
mhm.
these deaths have happened, right? So I'm like,
But
Hmm.
because
you're assuming those individuals got the vaccine.
well, no, the 3 that did, they did. I know that they did. The 3 that died.
Mm.
And I'm gonna tell you, when I don't even want to really talk much about the vaccine, but when I got it, within 30 minutes, I had to be taken to the ER as soon as they put that shot in my arm. Yep. So
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
What
Wow.
yeah,
happened?
it gave me like the tremors, like I couldn't breathe. It was like
Oh
uncontrollable. They had to take me to
no.
the
Oh
emergency room.
no.
Oh
Wow.
no.
Right.
I'm sorry to hear that, David. Wow,
Yeah,
that's just like,
I know
oh,
people went into
that,
cardiac arrest after the shot, also the booster mainly.
Oh
I
my
never got the
God.
Elderly,
vaccine.
no
elderly
way.
individuals. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
So that's why it makes me think
Yeah.
that, because I'm like, wow, what is that?
Mm.
What was in that to make? Yeah, I don't know. All right, well,
Well,
yeah,
Well,
all I know is that at least here in California and in we lost so many people prior to the vaccine, because in our business, the intimacy being the filming being
close.
very close.
Yes.
So being a member of the Screen Actors Guild board, our in memoriams were going on and on and on, longer and longer and longer, of people who died prior to the vaccine. So in my opinion, it was kind of like, well, whether you take it or not, you just have to really be grateful for life when it's
right,
good,
Hmm.
right.
right?
Yes.
And
Mm-hmm.
just do the best you can to stay to stay healthy. It's something that I hope in our lifetime we never experience again.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Definitely agree with that one.
Well, you know
But
what? I would like to give a shout out to Betty Bridges.
Oh
Yes.
yes, Betty.
And my
yeah.
brother Tito Jackson, who passed.
Yes, yeah,
So I just
yeah,
have been devastated behind Betty, and then Tito following. You
Wow.
know,
yeah.
it's like
Um,
wow, so
Betty
horrible.
Bridges was she was such a wonderful. I was fortunate enough to know her more than any of the other Bridges. I mean, of course, I worked with Verda, but I was so fortunate. Betty was really she was so ahead of it. She was
Mm-hmm.
such an incredible teacher, um, a guider. She knew the business inside and out, but she was also such an artist.
Mm-hmm.
And she had the most beautiful smile you ever wanted to have
Mhm.
bestowed in front of you. Her
Yes.
warmth and her class and everything about Betty was just really lovely. And that was really that was really it shook the industry at those of us who remembered how important she was in
Yes.
the industry, especially out in Los Angeles. I mean, she was really iconic. So that, yeah,
Yes.
thank you so much for mentioning her name because she was very, very special.
You very much so. I was just completely heartbroken because I was trying to get in contact with her and she was
Mm.
leaving me messages and commenting on
No.
some of my stuff. And I was like,
Oh.
Betty, call me, call me, call me, and
Oh.
yeah, it was just like heartbreaking, but I learned so much from her.
Right.
And
Yeah.
wow, I
Wow.
was really blessed to have her as an acting teacher. I really was blessed.
She really was. And she
Hmm.
was funny as hell.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she really understood multi-camera sitcom direction and energy and focus, and it's no surprise why her students and her children did so well
Right.
considering the industry and how hard the industry
Yeah.
is, and the negative connotations of being a quote unquote stage mother. She was not. She was a
Yeah.
teacher, a professor, a professional businesswoman. um she had it all.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she would
Wow.
keep it real with you too. Oh my God.
Yes, she would.
Yeah. She kept it real with them kids too, because she made sure all of them got up and got a
Oh
job. Y'all going to work.
Yep.
You guys are acting. We got. Yeah.
There was no loafing. There was no
Nope.
loafing in
Nope.
the Bridges
Not in the
life.
Bridges house.
Yeah. No, not in the Bridges house.
So,
Wow.
Well, it's good to see
so
Todd
Emery,
doing better now.
yeah. So Emery, do you have any plans for the holidays coming up, or do you celebrate the holidays like that, or?
I love the holidays. I love Christmas. I love Thanksgiving. Do
Mhm.
not
Mm-hmm.
like Halloween. I just think it's one of the dumbest days ever. But that's
Oh,
just
my heart.
I'm with you.
I
I
feel
mean, I'm
My
I feel the
secretly
same way.
feeling that.
too. I just think it's an
I
excuse for
secretly
people to
feel
be
that.
I
fools.
love
I
Halloween.
mean, I respect the actual cultural meaning of Halloween, not our Halloween, but Day of the Dead. I truly respect that because this is going to sound weird, but I love visiting my family at the cemetery. I go on a regular basis. I sit, I pray, I write in my journal. I spend a lot of time at the resting places of my brother and my father and my mother. But so I don't get a kick out of making fun of the dead,
Mhm.
and putting on goofy faces, and it's all commercialized. And for some reason, I find it somewhat offensive the way we Americans celebrate it. But so that is the day I'd like to see come and go. But I love Thanksgiving. I love Christmas. I love all of that. I have a tradition here. I prepare Thanksgiving dinner the night before,
Mhm.
and then I don't have to work that day because we always go out and play a round of golf. because the weather is always fantastic in Los Angeles.
How was it? So around that
So,
time, the
LA.
weather's like what, like 70-ish maybe out
okay,
there?
well, today was 80.
Wow.
So October
Nice.
is one of the most beautiful months in Los Angeles because the air, unless we're having major forest fires, the air is warm but very crisp at night. We have the Santa Ana winds during the day, very, very crisp and pretty. And then it kind of follows through to November. So usually, unless there's a freakish weather turn, usually it's in the 80s for Thanksgiving Day.
Wow.
So it's fabulous.
Gotcha. So if there was any
Nice.
place else in the world that you can live in, where would you choose outside of California?
Where I could live?
Mm-hmm.
London?
No.
Florida?
Thanks for saying that.
No.
I have an interesting story about London. So
Okay.
on my day off from work, I said, I think I'm going to go do a little food shopping. I was staying in a hotel where there was no microwave. It was a very beautiful hotel, but in London, you could be staying in a hotel that was built in 1732, right? So they have to be very careful with their power grid in certain areas. So the conveniences of home were limited. So I said, let me go to the market right down the street and I'll get myself some yogurt, some fruit. I'll, have myself a little nice breakfast in my room. So I go to this market, and I guess there was a school break, maybe a morning break. And there were a ton of middle school age kids wanting to get into this little store. I guess what you all call in back east a bodega, right? But it was a tiny supermarket, tiny little shop. And there was a security guard holding on to the door and only letting people in one at a time, two at a time, just to make sure that their store isn't overrun with these young kids, shoplifting. And all these kids were white or appeared to be white. And the security guard was of color. He may have been a Londoner who originated from India, that type of appearance. I'm assuming, but that's the vibe that I got. So he sees me and he lets me in right away. And some little white kid yells out, "You guys are racist!" Right? I go, what? So I turn around. And I'm still the odd one. I'm still wearing a mask when I go into very crowded places. So I've got my mask on, and I turn around and I said, "What'd you say?" And his face immediately turns red. And I said, "Did you just call us racist?" So I read him out. And then I said, "You need to apologize to this man." So he apologized to the man. Okay. So I go in, get my stuff. Now I'm walking out. And the security guard looked at me and he said, "Thank you, ma'am, for doing that." So it dawned on me, not that we're innocent of colonization and imperialism, but the caste system of imperialism and colonization is built into the DNA in London, right? There are statues everywhere, in honor of those who raped and pillaged and ruined millions of people in different countries whose skin was not white, right? So that was a valuable lesson I learned because it reminded me how England gained all of its gold. It gained it by ruining other countries. And I'm saying America is not innocent. We participated in a lot of that too. But we don't have so many statues and tributes to this. We're trying to get rid of a lot of that. They're holding on to it in London. It was a valuable lesson.
Wow.
So, but back to your question, where would I live if I was not living here? Well, if I were single, right? If I were not in this wonderful committed marriage that I'm in, and I could just move anywhere, I would probably want to live in DC.
Really?
Oh, okay.
I agree that completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DC is beautiful this time of the year as well. Yeah.
Fabulous. And I just like the vibe of DC. I find it much more intellectually aware And just because, it's the bastion of our democracy, right? There you are. I find people more intelligent in DC, and I'm generalizing, but when I've visited and when I've worked in DC, that's the vibe that I got. So that to me is my second favorite city outside of Los Angeles. So I think if I didn't live here, I'd live in DC.
Wow.
Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting. Yes, very interesting.
Very.
Or Hawaii.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I second that.
Yeah, Hawaii is good.
Now,
Just
is
so
Hawaii
expensive.
as expensive as they say?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy. We
Wow.
go to the Big Island every year because it's not crowded in the Big Island. The Big Island is a big island with very few people. And it is a dream if you want to disappear from life yet still stay in America. It is an absolute dream. And but the cost of living is outrageous. It's been that way forever. A lot of the locals in Hawaii actually move to Nevada. There is a huge Hawaiian population living in Nevada. Huge.
Yeah.
So because it's just more affordable compared to Hawaii. But one of the most beautiful states ever is the state of Hawaii. Absolutely beautiful.
Nice.
I have a follow-up. You said that as a single person, you'll live in DC.
Yeah.
As someone who's not single, what would be the best place for you in your idea of living?
I have never been asked that before. So where would I want to go if my husband and I said, okay, we're picking up and we're moving?
Yes.
Oh my. Oh God.
I mean, I originally asked the question because I was trying to get some ideas. I'm like, okay, because we are desperately trying to get out of Georgia, but
I would have to say that I would not move. I would stay in California.
Okay, so that's the place for you.
Yeah, because the older you get, it's fun and exciting and goofy to say, hey, wouldn't you love to live in the middle of nowhere and get off the grid? And until you need a doctor's appointment.
Right.
Right.
I got to drive where?
Yeah.
So the older you get, your opinion changes. So we would probably stay here, but maybe find downsize and find a smaller community. But I think we would stay in Southern California.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the weather is so good, and
yeah, I love it there. I love it there. So Emery,
then why don't you should come your honeymoon, come to California on your way to Hawaii.
That may, you know what? That may work. I want to move there.
Break that trip up.
Yeah, I want to move there.
Really?
Like, I really want to move there.
Really?
Or like it used to be Florida until Florida kept messing up this year. So Florida's out. So now, so Cali or Vegas.
I mean, I'm not saying yuck to Florida because Florida just because of the people. I'm saying yuck because the people have elected and allowed to elect these individuals who are so down to their core racist and misogynistic, and it's just so sad to see such a diverse state being taken over by fascist pigs.
Right.
Right.
Backwards thinkers.
No, backwards.
Yeah.
Right.
No, backwards. But my husband, who's originally from Brooklyn, he came out to LA. I don't know, mid '80s, and said, and then never went back. I mean, obviously he went back to see his family and stuff like that and work, but he never moved back to Brooklyn. He never went back to and but that doesn't happen to a lot of New Yorkers. A lot of New Yorkers, just like Angelinos. Los Angeles is in my blood. I'm second generation, so you'd have to pull me out kicking and screaming. It wouldn't be I wouldn't voluntarily, because I just know it. I love it. I feel safe in it because it's in my blood. Same with New Yorkers. I think same with
Yes.
anybody who loves the city in which or state in which they were born. But when you get here and you experience your first winter here and you're still wearing your spring summer clothes,
Right.
it does make a difference. Life is easier in LA than it is in the East Coast. Only purely because of the weather.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Purely because of the weather. Yeah.
I know, because I just got back from home. I went there for like the day I went to the Taste of Soul with my best friend.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and so I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh my
you
God.
just
And
got
plus, all
back.
my family is there. I was
Yeah.
I was like, I miss it,
Would
because
you ever
Georgia's
go
just,
back?
yeah, I want to. I want to, but it was like a toss up because David and we were talking about
Yeah.
New Jersey or
Right.
California. I don't want to go back to Las Vegas, but like I said, I have just so much family there, and
Right.
Arizona was never an option. It's just too doggone hot. Anything
It's too
hotter
hot.
than Vegas, I can't
Yeah.
deal.
Right.
Yeah.
And the state of New Jersey is beautiful. I think there are areas of New Jersey that are absolutely gorgeous. It's just that the weather is rough.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's expensive too.
Yes.
Not as bad as New York, but yes. Yes.
And
Really
if you
expensive.
were to decide to come to California, would you think about Southern California?
No, I would think about the outskirts.
Like Northern California or
No.
Like Central.
Yeah,
yeah. Wow.
not quite sure, but like maybe, Chino, Corona,
Oh, sure. Yes, right. Very nice.
up in those areas.
That's nice.
Yeah, I love Calabasas, but there's wildfire. Well, there's wildfires
Yeah, there's wildfires
everywhere.
everywhere. I mean, we're just,
Yeah.
I can look out of my window now and see a plume of smoke. There are wildfires. We are overbuilding, right? We are building where we shouldn't be. And that's
Right.
why we have these horrible wildfires. And what's going to make the difference is insurance companies are leaving California, just like Florida. We're in the same situation. So what's going to change this is if you want to build your wooden structure home up in these mountains, then you're on your own insurance wise.
Wow.
Because it's absolutely ridiculous where we are allowed to build in this in Southern California. We're building in what was once uninhabitable areas and we're turning them into tract homes, and that's why we're having all these wildfires. Obviously, along with global warming, but you have to have the fuel to feed these fires, and we have all of these structures. It's a joke. Earthquakes you can't avoid. Earthquakes can hit anywhere and everywhere in California, as with New York and other states, but specifically California. That you can't avoid, but you can avoid building a home in a fire region. You can avoid it. You don't have to be there.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, but you know what? I prefer something I grew up with, which is an earthquake versus a tornado. I know it sounds weird, but give me something I'm familiar with, because these tornadoes,
Those are really scary looking. Yeah.
I mean, the wind that comes from that just tore up my fence. I was like, where'd the fence go?
Or just seeing them.
I think there's something positive about not knowing when it's going to hit, right? You guys get the people who live in hurricane and tornado regions. You get days notice. It's kind of like, okay, button up your windows, do all of this, and that the anxiety level must be incredible. Unless you have shake alert on your phone, and many times it doesn't work. I mean, we had a nice little earthquake a couple of weeks ago, and our phones didn't go off, right? But that just gives you 10 to 15 seconds warning, right? So
that's nothing.
well,
yeah,
about it. But if you think about it, if you're in your car and you're driving near an overpass, that does give you enough time to clear that overpass, because the last thing you
Okay.
want to be is in your car under a freeway overpass.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
kind of gives you, it kind of prepares you to grip onto something. But tornado and hurricane, I don't think my psyche could take it.
The rebuilding is like, I don't know how people like go back or stay, after
Yeah.
their home is just wiped flat. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. You
that
don't have to
takes
tell
a
me twice.
strength that I can't
I
relate to.
I don't have that strength either. I'm like, okay, I'm gone. You don't have to tell me twice.
Right.
Or the people who don't leave. The people who say,
Yes.
we're gonna sit it out in our living room and hope, or
Or
sit
in
it
their
out like
closet. People were actually saying, okay, I'm just going to stay in this closet. And
wow.
I'm like,
Those
what?
those
Yeah,
are
like,
those are like frontier people. They
yeah.
got that frontier spirit. I couldn't do it. I'm gone.
No.
Packed
Yep.
up. I'm
Got to
gone.
go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So Anne Marie. So November
Yes.
16th. Tell
Okay,
our
November
fans,
16th.
your fans. Yes.
It's November 16th. Part of the Fort Lauderdale International Film Festival, and it's at the Savor Cinema, SAVOR, Savor Cinema in Fort Lauderdale. I think our first screening is at 3 p.m. I don't have so our first screening is at 3 p.m. and it's open to the public. And we'd love to have anyone in your audience. If you happen to be in Fort Lauderdale, please come and support the Addiction of Hope.
The Addiction of Hope.
Addiction of Hope.
And you will, if you want to take a look at the film, not the film, but if you want to take a look at the trailer, you can just go to our film's website, theaddictionofhopefilm.com, theaddictionofhopefilm.com, and there you can take a sneak peek of a trailer.
Great.
Oh wow.
We have some friends out there. We're connected to the mayor's office in Miramar, so I'm going to invite them.
Oh, the mayor.
Yeah, and then also there's an executive that we know who he has. I forgot how many properties he runs in the Miami area there. So yeah, we're going to reach out to him too. So yeah, so hopefully Giovanni and myself.
Oh, that would be
can make it.
great. Oh,
Nice.
yeah. Please let me know. Please let me know so I know that you're there and I can hook you up with some tickets. And that would be I'd really appreciate that. That would be a lot of fun,
Yes.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. And again, thank you so much, because I know this was a last minute thing for me to share my story with your wonderful audience. Tell you, the last interview you did, that we all did together, and I got such a kick out of listening to it, because there was a lot of laughter.
Yes.
It's a good time.
But we also hit some very serious topics.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It was really truly a pleasure, and that's why I'm telling you were the first people I communicated with to share the news about the film. So I so appreciate you all, and to give me this opportunity. I really do.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
Wow.
We appreciate you for sure.
Appreciate you.
Yes, and tell Marty.
I'm elated to be on this call. I'm just so elated. Yes.
Marty knows that I'm doing this, so he said speak clearly and say the title multiple times.
And he's a writer, so that's like,
come on, you know how writers are. But if I hope to see you in Fort Lauderdale, but if not, please let me know about the nuptials.
For sure.
Okay.
Sure.
This is really, because like I said, I'm not on social media, so I won't know unless you send me, a text message or something, just to let me know, and so I can, wish you well and send you a wedding gift, and I'm so excited for you both.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
nice. Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay. So
you guys.
it was great. We have to do a part 3. Because we just have to do a part 3. Just because we all enjoy speaking with you. So We definitely have to be
okay,
a part
so
3.
this is when we'll do the part 3.
Mhm.
Let's do the part 3 after Madam President is inaugurated.
There you go.
So let's
Mhm.
let's reconnect in January so we can all celebrate. And we're not going to be mourning; we're going to be celebrating.
We're going to bring champagne for this interview.
Right. Except for me, I'll drink apple juice. But yeah, that sounds good.
I don't
drink
drink
his
either.
champagne.
I don't drink either. So you and I will be having some apple juice,
Right.
But, you know,
Okay, apple juice is
Apple
fine.
but,
Right.
but that should be our plan. We should all be celebrating.
Yep, that sounds like a plan.
Sure.
So yeah,
Yeah.
listen, once again, I mean, you know, your family. So it was great having you. You know that I enjoy talking to you each and every time.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, so
Thank you.
hopefully we'll
Thank you.
see
Thank
you
you.
out there.
Thank you.
But if we don't,
Yeah, just if
yeah.
hey, we will definitely see each other.
Right.
There's no calendar, that we need to stick to. So just if we can, fantastic. And like I said, I just really enjoy talking to you all. It's always fun, but intelligent,
Right.
which I really appreciate.
Appreciate, yeah.
Yes.
Yep, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes. So once again, folks, that was the incredible Anne Marie Johnson right here on the Flex Radio, man. We were chopping it up, talking about her project that is coming up, and she will be in Fort Lauderdale, November 16th. So you guys try to get out there. It's open to the public, man. So get out there and go show your support for Anne Marie Johnson, man. She is one of the sweetest people I know. So
Beautiful.
and we appreciate her so much.
The addictionofhopefilm.com to watch the trailer.
Yes.
Yes, it's there.
Yes.
You'll definitely get a hint of what the movie's about.
Right. And of course, you guys can find out some more information on our website also. We'll have it up on our website, www.theflexradio.com. Once again, this is your man, David L. David, with Giovanni Jackson and my man, Zoe, and our special guest host, Stacy, from my childhood, right here on Flex Radio.
Thank you for having me, guys. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Take care.
You're welcome.
Peace. The Flex Radio.
Hey, this is Anne Marie Johnson, and you've been listening to Flex Radio Interview Session. Godspeed.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
hit that follow button to be notified when new episodes are released.
Choose your platform.
Listen to us on Amazon Music,
YouTube Podcast,
Apple Podcasts,
iHeartRadio,
and Spotify
The Interview Sessions.
on the Flex Radio.
Ranked 66 out of more than 2.5 million other podcasts.
Tune in directly.
Download the Flex Radio app today.